Hey y'all, excuse my little mess. I was actually folding clothes when I realized it's 8 o'clock. I might as well just go live. Um, well, so hi and welcome. Thanks for coming and joining. I appreciate y'all. Um, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. So, all right. So this is my prison stories part 39, which in this, hey everybody, hey y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey everybody, I see y'all. Oh my God, hey, long time no see. It all came at once. All those comments came at once. I don't know if it's the internet connection or what. But hey everybody, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. So, hey Florida, hey everybody, how y'all doing? Happy Monday. All right, so this is part 39. And so technically, I am, oh yeah, y'all want to talk about that for 2 seconds? 2 quick seconds. Yeah, I am verified on Instagram. So that goes for the haters. Shout out to Sim Nation because y'all did it. I'm gonna tell y'all how y'all did it. After I do this little thing, I'm gonna do another video and think about how I did it and why I think the sippers are at fault. Because there are sippers everywhere. Just so y'all know, sippers all over the world to do all kinds of stuff. So sippers is just So no, I did not. Hey, Peaches Gibson. So I'm gonna do that in another video. This is not this video. This video is part 39. So it's gonna be a quick video. It should not be that long because it's really like I came home. But before I came home, before the feds do this, pretty much for everybody, I think, except for some people that's just doing max time. Like in the case of like what Kool-Aid is doing now, and I'm just jumping into it. So what Kool-Aid is doing now, she is actually doing a full-term time. So when she gets out, she'll just get out. She doesn't have parole. She doesn't have well, in the face, it's not even called parole. It's called supervised release. You see me on Snapchat? Okay, I'll check it out. I'm just not doing it right now. I'll check it. But what Kool-Aid does is what Kool-Aid is doing. Hey, I missed you too. Just should have been X Shakie. Y'all try to talk to me about stuff. We could do that in a minute. We'll do an X Shakie in a minute. So we'll do that right after this video. This should not take long. Let me get through it. I love y'all. I'm not trying to be like this. So yeah. So no, but if you're coming home on supervised release, what the feds actually make you do is go to the federal halfway house in your district before you go to actually your house. They actually put you on something called home confinement, where it's still your home and you still get to go do stuff, but you have to call and check in every day, actually, at like all hours of the day. It's kind of like stupid to be really what they make you do. But part of your supervised release is this process. And it's supposed to help transition you from prison mentality to the world mentality. It does not do that. So in New Orleans, the federal halfway house is run by Volunteers of America. It's a nonprofit, but the feds pay them to run the halfway house. And so basically, I mean, Frida went to it. I don't know if y'all, Big Frida, this is actually where Big Frida was. Actually, when I went to the halfway house, Frida had been there like less than a few months before. And so this was still on their mind. But the federal halfway house is basically in New Orleans. It's downtown. It's downtown and that's pretty much it. So when I got there, initially they just put me like into there's a community room for the men, there's a community room for the women, which is the dormitory. And then there's like a centerpiece where you go eat, there's laundry services and all kinds of stuff like that. So it feels like a group home more than it does anything else, but it's not really that in the case of whatever, because everything was private, showers, private, everything was private. So the first thing, so what happened is, as I got released, and so my sister got me. Tracy was out there as well. But of course I left with my sister. So they gave you like a certain window of time to get to where you're going. And so it was just like, I just got there, but we stopped. I saw my parents on the way there, and I checked into the halfway house a little earlier than what I was supposed to. It was just an easy check-in process. Actually, one of it's not guards. They don't call them guards. They call them something else. They call them well, there's counselors, there's caseworkers, there's job specialists. There's stuff there to help you if you want to get help, but your help comes from you, like your mind. You have to want to. You have to want to get yourself to a different place when it comes to that. And so, like, if you go into the halfway house with the mindset of like, this ain't nothing, this is what it is, it's going to be that. In the case of me, I didn't go into their mindset. I go into the mindset of like, look, I'm going to embrace anything, because guess what they did help me do? They did help me find out this, and I appreciate them for this. They helped me find out what services were available to me that I didn't know about, because there's services at Goodwill. And if you want to, you can go get it. So a lot of us, especially ones that commit property crimes, in the case of me, is used to having everything. But all my humility aside, you need help to transition. It is what it is. And so they will send you to Goodwill, and you're thinking, oh, Goodwill, I can't. And Goodwill will give you a voucher. You just come home for free clothes. Goodwill paid for the Goodwill actually paid for the first job I got was at Bourne Restaurant. Goodwill. So what happens is people are scared to hire convicted felons, of course, but Goodwill put me through the halfway house. They sent me to Goodwill, and Goodwill sent me to Goodwill helped me get the job at Bourne. And so what they did was pay for it, my salary for 4 weeks. Goodwill did this, and to show Bourne that I was a good worker. And so what happened was, even after the 4 weeks, Goodwill showed Bourne how to get a tax write-off for hiring convicted felons. You get a tax credit for actually hiring a convicted felon. You get my food stamps, help me get my Medicaid, help me get my driver's license, help me get, like, so this is what it is. They will offer housing assistance for women who have children and stuff like that. There's things that they have that is real out there for people. And so it comes to the point of that mindset of like, man, I gotta put my pride to the side. Yes, it was embarrassing riding the bus. Yes, it was embarrassing being MC Shakie, whoever I was, riding the bus here and riding the bus there. But Goodwill give you bus tokens. I didn't have a car. Yes, it was embarrassing being MC Shakie, going to Goodwill and getting clothes and stuff like that. But yes, and yes, it's embarrassing them having your food stamps and whatever. But I also looked at it like this. And this is the reason why I can be truthful about it now, is because it's like my alternative is this. This is what it is. I realize they're gonna talk about you regardless, because they sure as hell talked about me when I went to jail. You could Google me and see all the articles they was writing and all this stuff like that, like I was this killer or something. But so when I looked at it, like, so now I'm like, well, they're gonna talk about me, but at least if they talk about me now, they're gonna talk about me free. And that's like, there's nothing more valuable than time. Like money and all this lifestyle and stuff is like, so when somebody talk about me broke and homeless and all this stuff now, it's like, y'all just don't know. Like, if your options is prison, give me broke and homeless for 500 addicts. I wouldn't care. Bum for 500 addicts. Old clothes for 500 addicts. In orange jumpsuit is my other option. Give me that for 500 addicts. So that mindset was implanted for me from day out coming. It's like, I'm gonna have to fight, and I can't worry about what people say. I can't worry about how they think. I can't worry about how they act. I can't worry about this stuff. And so my first day out was, well, I went to get Popeyes. And it was good. It was the best thing I ever tasted in my life. They hadn't had a chicken sandwich yet, but that was the first thing I ate. But going into the halfway house, it was just crazy. All right. So I was in the halfway house for like a week. I actually got on the home confinement component the day before Christmas of 2017. So it was like 24th of Christmas. So I got out on the 19th. So that's like 5 days in the halfway house or something like that. that I was actually in the halfway house like 5 days. It wasn't long. So I guess the question is, so listen. So I can tell you about the server. And I told you there's a lot of privacy in the halfway house. There's a lot of privacy. It's privacy everywhere. Privacy. So you was in St. Anthony. Yep, I was on St. Anthony. It's on St. Anthony, New Orleans. I love Bourne in the Hyatt. That's where I worked at. That was my first job coming home. The first people give me a chance. I still got this chef's number in my phone. I had received like certificates for cooking and stuff while I was in the thing. So I worked there and they gave me a chance as a convicted felon, and I appreciate it. Eventually, I moved on from Bourne and, of course, went to another restaurant, as y'all know. Oh, you was there too? Well, you was there. That's, what I'm talking about. All right, so did I snack at the Wells? And of course, I'm talking about a new and different mindset for me. And I'm talking about a new and positive and how I'm going to hit the ground running and this, that, and the other. But I guess you could take, or how can I say this? You could take the hole out of prison, but you can't take the prison out the hole, or you can take I don't know, something like, let's see how that sounds. You can't take the hole out of prison, but you can't take the prison out the hole, whatever. When you gonna do that deep web shut? I'm gonna do that again soon. I'm gonna do the deep web stuff. I'm back to posting out regularly because I couldn't, because of the work we're about to getting the show done. So I will be posting whatever. So I will be posting soon. So don't take me out the story. I want to tell you about I snacked in the halfway. That little 5 day stretch. The 5 day stretch, if I'm not mistaken, was over a weekend. So like I got there like on a Friday or Thursday or something. Let me see. Let me make sure. In my mind, it's like nothing was, or maybe nothing was moving because of the Christmas holidays. Like everybody was in the halfway house later. Let's look at it and see. Where's my calendar for 2017? Do I have like a Google calendar? Yeah, that's it. Let me So I feel like it was on a week. I felt like a weekend. Like it was a weekend. Let's take it over. All right. So let's see here. Can I go to 2017? Let's look. Search. So December 19th, 2017. I remember it. Oh God, it's not showing me. How do I just see the cameras? November 2019. I'm looking for. Give me, like, how do I get? I'm looking at 2017. Are you gonna ever give me that system? Yeah, I'm coming. All right, so December 19th was on a Tuesday. And the day before Christmas was Sunday. Okay, so I did stay there the weekend. I was there the weekend because Christmas was on Monday. So I went there the Sunday, right? Yes. I went there on Christmas. All right, so anyway. So I went there like the Christmas. So yeah, so the weekend, but nothing was moving because it was the holidays. I know that's why. So share with your people guys. So what happened? All right, so this is how I ate. They had this boy. Listen, he was a little youngster. Now, this is why I don't think too much snacking go on at the halfway house, because there's actual females at the halfway house. Now, of course, they're in a different dormitory, but if we're on the yard or we're outside or in the common areas, they're right there. So I'm like, oh, well, shot, I ain't gonna snack. There's females, there's competition. I ain't gonna snack. I ain't even tripping. Like, it is what it is. I need to be thinking about, the house and stuff like that anyway. So now, of course, I'm thinking that, but, I don't know what's on the mind of Trey. So I get there and I'm just all shaking. Everybody all cool. And we all just like this and that. We all having a good old time. And we all this and we all that. We all, just laughing and kicking, just whatever. We all just steps away from going to the house. And so they had this boy. And like how the halfway house is set up is like you have a lot of half walls in the dormitory. And so my dormitory, like the where they put my bed at, was way to the back on the side. So, girl, I wish I could just give y'all a picture right quick. So, which I should have had this on. I got a pencil. I have a piece of paper right handy. Child. Oh man. I was gonna draw my infamous map, girl. Let me see. I just hopped on. So I'm not in my mom's house. I'm about to know tonight. So say for instance, this is a big dormitory. It's huge. So and they have like a lot of cubicles. And so this is a walkway. That's a walkway. That's a walkway. So okay, y'all see this? That's what it looks like. And so these are cubicles. And so like on each wall there's a bed. Bah, bah, bah. So that's how it is. All right, so these are beds. I draw horribly, but y'all get the picture. So they put me all the way back, and so this is a wall right here. They put me all the way back in this cubicle at the end, which is by myself. So I don't like every cubicle got two beds except the ones on the end. I'm on the end. So I'm on the end, so I'm whatever. But I can see straight across the hall, straight across the wall. It's not at the hall, to the next cubicle, which is the bed. Why they put a hot boy over there, girl? So this was a little youngster, brown skin, big eyes. I want to say he's from uptown, but I don't remember because it wasn't that important to me. And the reason why it wasn't that important to me is because he was just hot, and that's the only thing that mattered. I didn't care. It was up downtown, East Bank, West Bank, North Shore, Kenner. It doesn't matter. It was a high trade. So I always just see him running around fussing. I'll just be, and most of the time, I just really stuck in my little cubicle area. You can have a cell phone there, but it had to be a flip phone and it had to be registered with them. That's why what you had to have. You couldn't have a touch screen, but everybody had them. You just hit them. If you got them caught, you got them caught. But you could have a flip phone there. So I would just be on the side of, playing on the phone, just whatever, calling people, talking to people, seeing what's going on, numbers that I remember, getting numbers, talking to my sister, like getting numbers, whatever, et cetera, et cetera. And so I will always pay attention to him because he always used to be so loud and make all kind of noise. He's young, he ain't no better. He was like, blah, blah, blah. He always fussing. He was like, always with that rah-rah stuff. And so one morning, I'm laying in my bed. Now I was a morning person then for certain because most people are morning people there, unless they work overnight or something like that. And I think that was his case because he worked overnight. I don't remember, but because I didn't this is a literal 5-day stretch. And so what happened is that he would be up late and I'll be up early. So one time I'm up early in the morning. And so as I'm usually is. And so I'm just sitting in the bed playing on the phone doing what I'm doing. And I just see him, what's going on, Frederica? And I just see him get up. Now, how he sleep is in nothing but a muscle shirt and boxers. So I see him get up out of bed, walk to like the end of the room, like he going somewhere, adjust himself, and go lay back down. I'm like, so, you know me, the hungry hippo. I'm like, why would he do that? And so I'm like, let me just not pay attention to what's going on because this ain't really my type of scheme. So The next thing, I'm like, this ain't really something I won't get involved with. Like, why would you just go lay back down? So I'm like, you know what? To hell with it. I'm getting my stuff together because I'm about to go in the shower. So as I'm putting my stuff to like put my stuff together, like when your people come pick you up or drop you off at the for us, they give you like a little toiletry bag, your powders, your soaps, things like whatever you need. So what I did was I'm like, let me just go get in the shower, take a shower. Why did I want to take a shower right then? I don't know, because he got me hot looking at his feet, because it was like, yeah. So he was like, so as I'm walking out to go out of my little cubicle and go into like up the walk, so I'm like getting my stuff together right here, and I'm walking up to go up the walk. Oh shit, sorry about this. And so I'm walking out my cubicle. Hold up, I'm walking out my cubicle, so I'm gonna go this way and go up that way to go into the shower area this way. So this is what I'm about to do. He stopped me. He was like, "Say, Saleh." I'm like, "What's up?" And he's like, "They called for breakfast yet?" I said, "Boy, they been did breakfast." And so I look in his cell, and he looking at me like like playing with it, like not he not naked on me, but he hard as a rock. He hard as a, I'm talking to like no, like it's a secret, bitch. Like I want nobody to know. Like I'm still in the halfway house, but I'm not. So he hard as a rock. He like really hard as a rock, bitch, and like playing with himself, like touching himself, no covers on him, nothing. I was like, different go good. He was like, oh, you about to go get in the shower? I said, yeah. He was like, all right. Look, don't make sure he was like, make sure I ain't sleep for lunch. You're hungry as a bitch. I'm thinking to myself, child, why is you playing? I said, child, why is you playing with me? So I was like, okay, because I'm hungry too. And I walked up. Now we of course think about eating two different things, girl. And so so what happened? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Scarlett, but thank you. You are behind because this is part 39. You might well go catch up, but I'm only talking about something that happened that's not related to the storyline, so you might be all right, sister. But welcome, Miss Miles. Why y'all didn't welcome this lady? She just said she started. She just came in there. Did you come in? Look, Miss I cannot pronounce your name. Huh, right here. Welcome, sister. You're welcome. Shakara, Shakara Chodes. Are you Spanish, sister? Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad I popped in your feed. I hope you stay. Welcome. This is Sip Nation. My name is MC Shakie. I'm the president of Sip Nation. The Sip is everybody else should say. See, in here right now and whatever. But you're welcome. Come, we welcome you. Shakara, Miss Shakara. Thank you. Somebody did it. Thank you, wise lady out. Shakara. All right, so welcome. But yeah, this is something I'm talking about that's not really related because I'm actually out of prison in this part of the story. So you'll be all right. What are y'all talking about? Super clean. What's going on? I'm just not looking at it. I'm not starting anything. I like every video, but I ain't no kids in here. We're all here to support. And if I get blocked, I'll be sure to DM and let him know who blocked me for nothing. What are y'all talking about? What's going on? What is going on over there? Oh, I'm stubborn. Nobody said my name right. Thank you, my baby. Oh, thank you so much, Shakira, Miss Shakira. I was hard to say it right. So, that's not their fault, sister. What's going on in the comments? What is going on? So I just asked not to talk to smart remarks. Super. I just asked to not start with the smart remarks. Y'all stop being. Y'all come on. Come on. We're a family over here. Y'all stop it. Y'all stop it. We gotta be good. First, you ask that they get the lights up. Oh, you are welcome. I don't know what they're doing right now. Like I was telling a story, so I don't know what's going on right now. But y'all stop it. I don't like all that. And this is not. What y'all think this is Instagram? What y'all think this is Instagram with all the foolishness going on? This ain't Instagram. This is YouTube. We supposed to all get along. So y'all chill. Okay, I'm on my phone. What happened? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Frederica. Y'all, whatever y'all got, y'all stop. Let's get this, y'all. It could, like, okay. Thank you so much, Nisha. Okay, so back to the story. I'm sorry for that brief intuition, but y'all get it together. Please stop being mean to one another. I don't like all that stuff, especially on YouTube. We're supposed to be the go-to vibe, the refined ones over here. Girl, what y'all think is Instagram or something? Speaking of Instagram, y'all know Sip Nation, we got our blue check today. So I just said that. All right. So, girl, I goes into the shower. And so I'm just a shower. Now, the showers are private. I was so not used to it. You actually had a curtain in the shower. Like, you could, like, it was actually like a real shower stall with a curtain and everything. And I was so just amazed to actually just go in. Like literally the first shower I took that bitch, I literally stayed in the shower for about 2 hours. Just because I could, you got to understand that I hadn't took a real shower by myself, like without having in 9 years. You have to understand that. So it was like literally something amazing to me, like so amazing. So, girl, I used to just go up in there and just live in a shower because it was so bright. And I was just like, oh God. And I could just, like, I didn't have to tuck nothing or hide nothing. I could just like let it all hang out. And it was just like, oh, girl, I used to love a shower in the halfways. Until I got home, of course. But girl, it was just like, whew, thank you, Frederick. Thank you. Wise lady out, thank you so much. So the showers, though, they was private, but they had like a little see-through part. So while I'm in the shower, and I used to spend time in the shower because I just like the privacy and just to be by myself. And so while I'm in the shower, there's different stalls. They kind of facing each other. It's like a hallway. Like it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was 5 stalls facing each other. And I actually have a picture from inside the halfway house. I think if it's not on Instagram, I definitely have it on Facebook that I took inside the halfway house shower stall. And I still have my dreads at this point, y'all. So there was stalls. Then even the toilets was actually stalls with those, like the toilets was looking like a restroom toilet, if that makes any sense. Like how you have the stalls with the door and you can see under them or whatever, but you can't see through them. That was even private. Like you could really take your private shit in the halfway house. And that shit fucked me the fuck up. I was so, that piece of privacy. Now it was I have actually a picture or 2 from the halfway house, actually. All these pictures are in the halfway house. All these pictures are in the halfway house. Okay, so this is my first picture on Instagram taken in the halfway house. I can put it up on I'm tripping, I forgot I got this. We're gonna look at it. So this is what happened. So the dude, okay. Oh, okay. So while I'm looking at the pictures, the curtains, the shower curtains, is the kind that's clear at the top. Now I'm tall, so I can see through the picture. So I'm in the shower, and all I hear was something tap on the curtain, and I see him getting in the shower stall across from mine. I'm like, ooh, this boy want me to snake. This boy sure enough want me to snake. I know for a fact, because I heard a tap on the curtain. Now, I wasn't 1,000% sure he did it, but I saw him get into the shower stall next to me, across from mine. So I'm trying to pretend like I'm not paying attention, but you're not paying attention. And so he get in the shower stall, right? And he saw us showering or doing whatever he do. Now, me personally, I'm looking, but ain't nothing really happening. Oh, the pictures is right there. All right. So ain't nothing happening. But he's just in the shower. So I'm like, well, fuck, maybe I'm tripping. But I did tell him I was on. So let me put it like this. So I'm on my laptop. So crap, Shakie. So yeah, this was taken on at the halfway house. This is my first picture on Instagram ever. That's the haircut. This is actually the shittest star that you just see me in. I had dreads. This is in the bed. That is also in the bed on my flip phone. You see the flip phone? That's what I used to do in my little stall. That's the actual bunk bed that I was in. And that's my little thing. So this is when, that's in the bathroom as well. That was my first little phone that I got. That's outside the house. And that's outside the house. That's me after I had got my first drug test. Not drug test, AIDS test. I had got an AIDS test when I got out there. It came out negative. That's me at that. That's when I first cut my, I cut my dreads too then. I was like, fuck this, I cut my dreads. Because I wanted that job, and my job was way more important than dreads, and that's me. That's the last picture. That's at the house too. That's at the house too. I was there too. That's also in the bathroom of the house. All right, no, that's my first day home. All right, so listen, baby, you was skinty, okay, girl, prison dick, girl. So this what happened, girl. As I'm looking, nothing really happened. Like, that part tripping. So I'm just go back to doing whatever I do in the shower, and then I hear boo-boo coughing like. All that. I'm like, the fuck is this boy having a commotion? I turn around. His shower door open. His shower curtain open. And he's standing there at a tin hut. I'm like, oh, this boy really snack. I'm like, damn, I got to. It's not even an option. So I'm like, you know what? I peeked out. He was like, come over here. I looked across and saw that nothing was in the way. And girl, I went over there into the stallway, into the shower stallway. All right. Now, literally, with both of us, he closed the shower curtain. Now, literally, with both of us in there, there's really not enough room for me to do anything. So you gotta imagine, like I'm in the shower to her. Like I can't really, like I'm not getting on my knees because it's just nasty. It's a shower stall, so I don't know how many people have jacked off and stuff like that. It's not that cute. So I literally gotta squat down. And I'm a big bitch, and so when I went in there, we was like kind of sideways. So I don't know. So I'm like, how the hell? Like, what we gonna do? Like, how? I'm like, and so because now we in here and it's closed, but we close up on each other. I'm buck naked. He buck naked. Outside of shower slippers, and we like literally like touching each other, like whatever. So I'm like, I'm trying to squat down, but as I'm squatting down, it's like I'm bending down and pushing him, and it's literally all kind of contorting that's going on in this, and it's just not making real much sense. But listen, he wants that dick sucked, and I want to suck it. There is not nothing that is going to stop me from sucking it. Nothing. So I squatted down. I literally had to scoop. He's not a big old tray. He's actually kind of short. Girl, when I tell you I had to scoop him up, girl, and I'm squatting down to where it's like I'm weird shape, but he's scooting up. Like he got one leg kind of on the floor on his tippy toe. I take that other leg, I put it over my thing. So look, his dick right in my face, one leg over my shoulder, one on the thing. I'm scooting him up. I got his cakes in one hand, his other shoulder in another. And listen, girl, when I tell you, girl, here goes Patrick. Girl, when I tell you, I was no more good, girl. It was all kinds of stuff, but bitch, I ate, and I'm gobbling, and I'm gobbling, and I'm gobbling. And I'm like, girl, I'm like, my legs hurt me, cramping up because there's water running in the shower. It's water. I'm squatting down, scooping him up. He in my face. I'm like that. He got a hand over here, a hand over there. He trying to, it's so much going on. And I'm gobbling, bitch. I'm gobbling. It's like everything everywhere, bitch. I'm gobbling. And listen, so I feel him start to drive. So he about to nut, bitch. As I'm gobbling, bitch, he about to nut. So I'm about to pull off him like, cause I don't want to swallow in that tree. I don't ain't that serious. But then I'm like, you know what? Fuck all that. And I just start gobbling some more. And I don't know, he caught that convulsion, bitch, and he pulled. And some way he pulled, I don't know how his hand actually get on the shower curtain, but it get on the shower curtain, that bitch come all the way down. And so I'm like, oh no, he like fuck. But he nothing while the shower curtain down, bitch. And he trying to, I'm like, bitch, bitch, pick that motherfucker, hold it up, like hold it up. And so she can walk around you for the left, yes I do. And so he picks it up, girl. He literally picks this bitch up and basically holding it up because he throbbing and everything. And girl, I eat that gobble, bitch. And he finally kind of sort of finished nutting, bitch. And I swear to God, I was like, whew. I got up, got out the shower, went into the shower, and then just, girl, just like thinking to myself, bitch, you was a hoe for real, bitch. You a whole shower curtain still. Way before Mimi did it, bitch. Way before the girl who fell out when Byron falling out there. Way before that, I've been a shower curtain. They could never. And so I ended up eating the bar. And then that happened one day, and then the next day I seen him up like he was jacking up on me while he was in the cell, like go to the shower. I'm like, all right. And then I was supposed to go to the shower again. I ended up not. Like it just kind of was like a busy day, like whatever, like too much stuff was going around in the unit. And I was like, this ain't, I'm not feeling this, like whatever. And so like the next day or two, girl, I went home. I went to the house, I went to my mom's house. And so I was at my mom's house for a while, and that's kind of like how it ended. Eventually, the home confinement component of the halfway house was over within like a month or something. And then I was free to roam about the country, I guess, in a sense. Checking in with the parole officer was kind of weird too. I didn't like, because it's like, I don't like to pee in front of people. And psychologically, mentally peeing, like standing up was something that I had to get into. Like I really couldn't, like, so this is a few of the drawbacks to prison. Psychologically, I couldn't stand up to pee forever. Like I couldn't pee unless I was sitting down for months. Like, and the one time I did stand up to pee when I finally got out and I started standing up peeing was, and this sounds weird, but I talked to y'all originally about the first couple of prison stories about how it was embedded into your mind to sit down and urinate. But it's embedded to my mind to sit down and urinate. And so like for months, even going to, like, I literally knew something was wrong with me when I was still having, like, when I was in prison, a lot of times I was dreaming about coming home. And even home, I was dreaming about coming home. So I knew my mind was kind of like subconsciously not there. I still would ask permission to do simple things. My mama would find it weird to me that I would like find it weird that I would like literally ask her permission, like, can I go wash my clothes? Can I go to the bed? Like, I'll be sitting down with her, we sitting down, reconnecting. And it was like, can I go to the bathroom? And she looked at me like, bitch, go to the bathroom. What the fuck? So stuff like that was fucked up. Literally, I couldn't sleep in the bed with anyone. Like I didn't know how to do that. So sex for me coming home was like taboo-ish unless it was taboo. It's like it had to be something that was against the rules for me to even be fully functional with it, to be even like it. But for months I couldn't do things, some simple things. I always ate a certain way. I always did this, like my mind had to be retrained for the world. So even so, I'll never forget, like even coming to, I used to ask a lot of people for a minute, can I do this? Do you mind me doing this? Say excuse me a lot. I'm sorry, this, like kind of just quelling stuff a lot. Then just the trip part about it, y'all. This is real deep. I wish I knew. I wish I had a camera then, but I don't, and I'll just tell y'all about it. The first time I was taken to the grocery store, and I walked down the cereal aisle, and I literally went down the cereal aisle and started crying, busting out in tears, because I had to make a choice, and it was not something I was used to. I got a choice about what I wanted to eat for breakfast, and I did not know what to do. There was so many new cereals, there was so many new Pop-Tarts, there's so many new things that I had not, like, what? Like, so a choice was foreign to me. And I think that was a hard thing. Like when I first came home, it was hard for me. It was like it took me time to literally make a choice because I was like so not used to making choices. And then when I did make a choice, I was always scared it was going to be the wrong one. Something that didn't have to be a choice. So when I first came home, I don't know if y'all know, if y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all know Buster. If y'all don't follow me on Instagram, y'all might not know him. But y'all might see he's on the YouTube video here too. Somebody referred to as Buster. But Blazer had actually came see me at the halfway house, Blazer and Buster. And I met Buster for the first time. Blazer was very cool with Buster when I went home. Him and Buster had became cool, and me and Buster, I met him. And so they actually put me on Instagram. Not put me on it, but actually went on Instagram and showed me the live feature. I never knew what that was. I never knew what that was. I never seen it. I never, like, whatever. And I was like, oh my God, what is this technology? Like, how is this technology even possible for you to be live with people? Now, so they went on somebody's live. And I was just like so amazed I was like, what? How is this even possible? And so then they was like, no, you can do it yourself too. Just press that button and go live. And so my first time I went live was actually on the Impact page. And I was like, oh my God, wow. And people were talking to me, like, hey, Shakie, remember you from our federation here and all that stuff like that. I'm like, and I like, oh no, this was amazing to me. But I knew something was wrong with me. I knew something was wrong when my dreams were not quelled, and I couldn't have normal interactions without being very apologetic, being very respectful, talking in very low tones, and stuff like that. That had to be embedded outside of my mind. And so what happened was, I went to I go see a psychologist. I don't know, one of them. And so this is what I looked at and just tried to get my mind, and they helped me to get my mind. So it helped me because it also helped me communicate what I was feeling, because a lot of people that was in my life that wanted to support me and wanted to be there for me and wanted to help me, they didn't understand what I was going through, and I didn't know how to tell them. I didn't know how to explain that to them. But so the psychologist was definitely good for that, and also good for me just to understand it myself. And so today, for the most part, I'm fairly normal. I'm fairly today I'm fairly normal. It's been 2 years. I've been also seeing my psychologist for 2 years as well. So since I've been home, I've been seeing. And so that's definitely helped me as far as just kind of like whatever. But jail, prison, coming home was tough. Just as tough as damn going in. And so just simple things that we probably take for granted is like, and so, I was definitely glad for that. My family was there. Some of the harder parts of it too, not so much as my daughter, but with my son, who never got a chance to know who I was. And so reconnecting that relationship was very difficult. We're in a great place now. And I had to you say reprogram, I think I had to deprogram from prison and just program again, because I would say that the life I lived before and the life I lead now, before and now in prison, is completely different. Like, this is really a new life for me. Like, before, I would not want to live in my truth. I was not comfortable enough to just come on here and say, girl, y'all know what? I ain't got nothing to eat. Who got 10 out? I would never do that. I had too much pride. I had too much. I'm used to the. I'm too much rich. I'm too much this. I would never let y'all see some of the vulnerabilities. Um, yeah, very alert. So it's like some of the vulnerabilities that I actually have, and like I'm talking to y'all now, some of the things that I was scared about, some of the things that I was crying about, I would never let nobody see that. I always want to look invincible and high and mighty. My truth is something that I always hear from. It was something I always hear from. It's like I never overtly even announced the old Shakie, the old MC Shakie from 2006, 7, and 8, never overtly announced. I never made no song about riding a nigga face, even though I was probably riding every nigga face I could find because I'm a slut. But I never was making no songs about that. And I would always, kind of like dumb it down. I was afraid of my truth. And so the me that you have now that's telling you any and everything about himself, like they have the whole open book of life, it's just like it's like, ooh, how did this is a new me. So I've kind of been, so I wouldn't say reprogram because I didn't have to reestablish it or reconnect to what I was. Who I was in those days died when I went to prison. Who I went to prison as is probably it's still part of me because it reminds me that I can go from anything. Like I literally feel like I died and went to hell, and then I got redeemed at some point. And so here comes me, and I'm not trying to be biblical or preaching or nothing like that, but here come me now, who is of mindset of this is who I am, and this is who I am, and if you don't like it, okay, because the latter is trying to make up something to impress you and failing at that anyway, and also failing at life, and that's not. So at that, I will end this segment. There will be a prison story for it when I tell y'all about my first day in prison, which is the only thing I have got to talk. Well, my first months of prison. When I started the prison story series. I started when I was in East Baton Rouge Parish Prison, getting ready to ship to Huts. But there's a component of prison that happened at Orleans Parish Prison that I don't discuss because y'all know what happened to me there. So I will talk about that next, which is probably the hardest. I saved it for last, but I wanted to do it before the beginning of the year so I could leave it in last year. But you know what? I'm going to face it because it's a very hard topic to discuss, and we're going to face it. I'm going to get over it. We're going to do it. We are going to do that. That's what we're going to do. So that's coming up soon, not tonight, but very soon. I will come back in about 5 minutes and tell y'all how we'll talk about the Instagram verification stuff. And a few other little knickknacks. We might do it. Let's do it. You want to do an Ask Shakie maybe? I want to do an Ask Shakie. We haven't done it in a while. I want to do an Ask Shakie. So we're coming back to YouTube. We're going to start doing more YouTube videos and stuff like that. Don't trip. I had to get some stuff out the way. And we'll talk about that when I come right back. So this was the prison story. We have about 2 to 3 more prison stories. I want to do a prison story about that. I want to do a prison story about where are they now, as far as who is what, because there's some people that's still out and about and still doing stuff, and we're going to talk about where are they now. There's some people that's actually back in jail. I kind of know where everybody was at for the most part. So make a list of the people that y'all want to know about, and that way I can start having that in mind. So we could try to do that. Maybe tomorrow I'll do the where are they now, because that's not too hard. And then we can do so that's 2 for certain. And I wanted to do a full, complete question and answer for all prison stories, no matter what story, no matter what. So there's like 3 more videos left in the prison series, and we're gonna do those. We're gonna try to get those done as soon as possible. I'm off Wednesday, so maybe we can get some stuff done earlier Wednesday, and that way we're gonna do that. So where are they now? Now I don't know where Strawberry is. I don't know. I didn't know. I never knew her real name. I forgot. Oh, his real name. I just saw him try. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes. We'll do an Ask Shakie. That's what we'll do. I love y'all and thank y'all for coming. I love y'all.